All right, we are live. Good afternoon, everybody. And this is Kaz, and you're joining us today for another edition of Celebrity Stopover, where we give you a little real-time update on your favorite celebrities because they are with us today and they happen to stop over and say hi. Right now, today we are joined by not one but two rising stars in the business. And first, we have the daughter of an anesthesiologist who originally grew up in Bataan but later on moved to the US. And upon moving back, she decided to plunge into her acting career and played Cheska in the successful daytime series Be Careful with My Heart. I so remember this because my mom and I would watch this every day when it was on. It was a daily event for her sa bahay. It's like, dali-dali na, handa na yung lunch and all that. Walang distractions. No one's going to talk to me. No one's going to call me because Be Careful with My Heart is on. So that's how serious mom was in watching that show. And pati din ako, I got to see and fall in love with the show and the characters as well. She's also in the film She's Dating a Gangster with Catherine Bernardo and Daniel Padilla. Now, her work on the indie film, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, Saranghel, Ewan Ko Sa'yo, with Barbie Forteza and Francis Magundayao, earned her a nomination in the New Movie Actress category during the 32nd PMPC Star Awards for movies. Now, apart from her work in movies, she was also one of the hopefuls in the PBB house in Pinoy Big Brother Lucky Season 7. Now, our second guest is also an alumnus from the Big Brother house, as he was part of the 8th season of the show. Now, while he was in the house, he was called the Businessman of Steel of Quezon City. Wow, that's some title to look at. And now he does own some local businesses and was also a former member of the National Water Polo team. So with a hefty introduction like that, it's time to welcome Ms. Elisse Joson and Mr. Gino Roque to Celebrity Stopover. Hello. Hello.
Hi, good afternoon.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for spending your lunch hour with us here on Mellow. Is this your first time here?
It's my first time. Ikaw ba?
Oh,
Yeah, time too, yeah.
first time too. You know what they say that if it's your first time daw to do anything, kailangan meron daw welcome dance. Naniniwala ba kayo dyan?
Hindi ko lang. Parang naalala ko, it's, I've been here before.
Yeah, baka I have
sabay,
it.
sabay atras, parang, ay sorry, maling kwarto yung napasukan namin. But yeah, I'm kidding aside, whether you dance or not, it's a pleasure to have you both here. And I was wondering, has acting always been your goal? Who would like to go on first?
Elise, you wanna know?
Ako, when I was younger, I would go to the acting workshops and all. But I was a really shy kid, so it didn't push through back then until I went to the States, and siguro dun na-gain yung confidence ko. Dun ako mas nawala yung hiya. So after that, when I tried going into show business and doing acting, I realized that I really wanted to do this. So
Right.
yeah.
For me naman kasi our family has always been in the business sector. But then I've always wanted to delve into this kind of industry. So whether it's producing, whether it's acting, I wanted to get my feet wet. And I've been in the industry for about a year now, and I feel like I've been able to expose myself to different kinds of people, and now getting into it, it's something. It's become a passion of mine. So it's really fun. I'm just taking it day by day.
Good. It's nice to be able to do that, taking it day by day. I mean, day by day we have challenges, we have things that throw us off course, and to kind of like predict everything that would happen probably the next week or the next month, the next year is a challenge in itself. So parang okay na rin yun, day by day. No, well, there is a saying that history will repeat itself. I also believe that you cannot escape history, as it has made you who you are today. So I was wondering, both of you are both from the PBB household. What experience has that taught you today? Let's say maybe in life, or if not, also in business.
Well, kasi well for me, what PBB taught me was of course PBB strips you down of all your maybe advantages or disadvantages outside the house. So
Mhm.
you're basically bare inside. So you have, you know, the same resources as anyone. So it's more on how do you how do you sort of not survive, but how do you get along with these with a different group of people who you've never known, and how do you excel with the same kind of resources? You know.
Right, right. It's purposely limited.
Yeah.
Yeah. How
Yeah.
about you, Elise?
For me, since I grew up being an only child, um, hindi ako sanay na ma-expose or in fact live with other people. Siyempre, yun nga,
Mhm.
kailangan dun ko natutunan kung paano makisama and how to adapt to whatever's given, the environment that's in. Tapos, yun, I really learned how to talk to people, to be with
Mhm.
them, live with them, and it's until now it gave me parang ngayon at least I learned something from inside the house that I would bring like until
Until
years.
now, no? Yeah, experiences like that, they're obviously life changing, they're life altering, they're also life strengthening,
Yeah,
and kaya parang automatic yun ang magiging default mo eh. So whenever a challenge comes into your life, you just automatically tell yourself, eh nagawa ko naman dati with a different set of challenges or a different set of
Yeah.
variables. Ano ba naman yung harapin ko ngayon since naharap ko na yung iba before, no?
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, seeing what you guys do on TV and probably to summarize the experience, it feels like parang kang nag-enroll ng special semester in school wherein you have to learn how to immerse yourself in a new environment and syempre with new people at that. And the thing about with people, you don't exactly get along with all of them. Some people will rub you off the wrong way. Some people also inspire you to do the right way. And speaking of people, I was wondering who gives you strength and inspiration sa buhay nyo? Let's say in order to continue and to do what it is that you've chosen for yourself to do.
Well, for me, it's my family. Kasi in everything that I do, I always consult my family, and to have their full support in everything that I do,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it really means a lot. And I also get inspiration from the people around me, whether it's like especially like for Beauty and the Boss, for example. Like when you have someone like Elise come in, it really inspires you to become better. Like for me as an actor, I become better in her presence because she brings that kind of attitude and that kind of passion to her craft. So it makes you want to, you know, you have to you have to do the
Up your
extra.
game in a way, yes. That's good.
So
That's right.
like I said this on the other interview was that when I knew that Elise took the part, I would practice at home my lines maybe for like 4 to 5 hours a day,
Wow.
with somebody beside me just feeding me the lines so that when Elise would step on foot, I would be able to match, you know. So yeah.
Good, that's good. How about you, Elise?
for me, it's always been siyempre my mom because it's us
Mm.
ever since. And siya din kasi yung ano greatest fan and my worst critic. So I get like both from her. So I get tough love from her, but at the same time, syempre from that, meron ka ding matututunan from that, and it gives you like the the will to like keep being better and pushing more, diba?
Right, I agree. I mean, if your family supports you, even if you know you have 1,000 critics, but you have the family behind you, who cares? you know,
Yeah.
I can do this.
Yeah.
Gino, you mentioned now that you would go through the scripts for 4 hours. Is that like the minimum number of time any actor would spend, on a script? How about you, Elise? To going over the lines and committing them to memory. Feeling ko tuloy pag mahina ka sa memorization, hindi ka pwede maging actor, hindi ka pwede maging doktor, hindi ka pwede maging anything that needs a lot of numbers and information to be committed to your memory.
I disagree though, kasi ako, I'm really bad. I have a bad memory. Yung ginawa ko lang kahapon, I really have to like think about it before remembering it. So, in the beginning, it was really hard for me to do this whole acting thing kasi nga, di ba, a lot of memorizing. Doon
Yeah.
talaga nagsisimula eh. Even if you have like all the emotions and all, kailangan your script, your lines are all in your head. Kahit na maiba mo pa yan some words,
Mm-hmm.
syempre kailangan pa rin memorized. So, what I would do is I would really I would take days if I get the script in advance. I would take days to memorize it. So I would give myself really like the time and effort to read it again and again para mapasok sa utak ko. Kasi sabi nga nila, there's an exercise where you read it 8 times ng sunod-sunod and siguro by the 9th time that you read it, somehow it's already in your
head. Right. I guess that's the same process for you too, Gino.
Well, for me naman kasi, just like Elise, I'm very bad at memorizing. But then now what I realized is that, yeah, as in I'm terrible. Like I'm terrible, diba? So I was so scared kasi imagine I had to memorize so many lines, especially for Beauty and the Boss. So my thing is, I for some reason when I would have somebody feed me the lines of the other person, for some reason I get to pick up the essence of what's happening, and then I just immerse myself na parang, okay, I'm just making kwentuhan with this person. And then after a while, after 2, 3, 4 times of making bato yung mga linya, all of a sudden I get the hang of it. And then working with the other actors that are like have been in the industry much longer, their process is a lot quicker, diba? So parang they just look at the script, okay, game na to. So I'm clearly not yet there. So I'm still in the practice level.
Right, but it is important to have your process, whatever it may be, earlier on, but at least you get to tweak it, you get to refine it as you go. But with the lines na memorize mo, I suppose minsan meron ding mga sumisingit na ad-libs that at the spur of the moment when you take it, it felt like it added a little nuance or a little sincerity or depth to the usapan that was printed in the script. May mga times na nag-a-ad-lib din kayo.
Yeah, kasi yung sa script, yung nakasulat naman sa script, it's someone else wrote it, so it's not how you would say it as your character. So it's really up to us kung paano namin yun iibahin in a way na it would sound like the character we're playing.
Right.
So for me, it's really important to change it up a bit. Pero syempre, some directors, they want it like how it's written, diba? So depende na lang sa kung sino yung katrabaho ng director.
Exactly. We have some friends online who are saying hi to you. There is Tess Ananuevo. There's also Arlene Jean Secreto. Says hi, boss.
I remember she's one of the fans that went to visit you.
Good.
Yeah, because we had this shoot and then they were able to bring food. Not just my supporters, but the supporters of Elise as well. So it became parang a fiesta. So it was very fun.
Cool. There's also Josephine Jobats. Then there's also Rose Tangonan, who says Ate Elise, and then heart, heart, heart. There's also Agats Ongoy Aya, Clau Andre Almeida. There's also Ren Shine, Rose again, Aleja, Jose, and also Coach Mary C. Young,
Oh,
and
hello.
then Marietta. There you go.
Oh, I
Marietta.
wanna say hi to Miss Sharon from Bahrain.
Yes,
Oh,
Sharon from Bahrain. Sharon Eroles, actually
Mm-hmm.
from
Yes,
Bahrain.
yes.
Yeah,
So,
she's one of your original fans from
yeah,
Bahrain.
ang layo, pero she's still, tuning in. Thank
Yeah.
you.
So yeah, great that they're joining us today. Chloe Ilao as well, Isarg Savres, Alisa Mansur, Bingbing Corporal. Thank you for joining us today. And we talked about inspiration just now, and there are times where we find ourselves, starting or in the middle of a project, and then we feel that it's not for us. I suppose you also felt that way, and in those cases, as creative people, do you sometimes forget that you have to give yourself permission to say no to a project, because society will always pressure us na and tell us na you started something, kailangan tapusin mo, but there are just some things na wala, it's your heart is not in it, or you feel that it's the wrong character for you. How do you handle things like that when you have to say no to a project or stop it?
That usually happens. I mean, in the beginning, you'd accept it because you saw the piece presented to you, and it's okay. You
Mm-hmm.
feel like it's right for you. Whereas as the story goes, parang mafe-feel mo na hindi na, parang yun nga, like what you were saying, it's not really you, and then
Yeah.
it's turning out not as you expected. I guess with me, I feel like once I said yes to something, I really have to commit to it till the end. So I would just I guess parang make the most out of it, and even though yun nga parang hindi ko na nafi-feel,
oh.
I really have to finish it because I started it. Parang
Oh.
gano'n na lang
Baga
naiisip
ano
ko.
lang, fight, fight, fight.
Yeah, and
Yeah. Speaking of starting, both of you are actually starting a new project together that viewers can catch and watch on their own convenience in their own time from the comforts of their own home. Can you tell us more about that project? Actually, Gene already mentioned the name of the project. I was gonna like not say anything
Oh,
and you guys say it, but
sorry.
that's okay. That's okay. I mean, it's out online anyway. So, who would like to tell us a little bit more about Beauty and the Boss?
Yeah, well, Beauty and the Boss, it's a boy meets girl concept, but then we wanted to change the dynamics. We wanted it to be very light, very especially through times like this. People just want to laugh, people just want to have fun, people want to feel that sense of love. And what's nice is that my character and Elise's character break the boundaries of what a typical character would be. Like, for example, I play a character of a business owner. And in real life, since negosyante talaga ako, I bring nuances that not a lot of people know because not a lot of actors are from that business sector. So
Mhm.
hindi lahat ng mga negosyante ay parang nagagalit lagi, hindi lahat stricto. Actually, some of them kabarkada nila yung mga empleyado, which is what I am and which is what I wanna incorporate in this picture. Kasi I wanna show people, wanna break the stereotype of what it means to be a business owner or what it means to be like for Elise's character na she struggles between, does this is this a possible suitor? But then what are the
Mhm.
consequences? Even though he can give me stability and everything, but does that sacrifice my dream? And that is the essence of the whole thing. So when people enter, they're going to laugh, they're going to cry, they're going to feel that love, that very kilig feeling, and I hope they enjoy.
I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will. In drafting the project, did both of you, let's say, consciously say that, okay, for this new project, I want to do something or a different approach. Like I want to have more creative control, let's say, with the script, or maybe set locations, or plot, subsequent casting. Did you guys go into that? Going into the project.
Our company kind of produced it, so we kind of had the yeah, basically like
You already have the creative control. So yeah.
yeah, we were kind of in charge of but
Yeah.
then I have a great team behind me, so they were able to get the perfect place. Kasi especially in this time, diba, we really a lot of other companies decided to move their dates or whatever. But
Yeah.
then the team thought that it was best to do this, even though it would be a little bit more costly because we had to book an entire resort for it to happen because we wanted everybody to be safe. And
Mhm.
it turned out really well. And of course, the casting was perfect. And then, yeah, again, we just have a great team behind us. And yeah, I hope people get to see it on November 6th to see what we've done.
All right, November 6th. Any challenges that you encountered shooting? I mean, yes, we do have a pandemic, and is the
Yeah.
pandemic actually a character in the show?
Mm.
No, we actually wanted to steer away from that because we felt
Okay.
like the last thing people needed was to be reminded that we are in a pandemic.
Okay.
So we wanted people to go in and to really start imagining, to really start opening their minds to a lot of things. In terms of challenges, of course, there's so many because you can only bring a certain amount of people in, diba? Everybody needs to get tested. There had to be like an officer just making sure everybody's not sick, and then we had to have a lot of protocols. But what was nice, especially with the cast and with Elise, was that even though it was much harder to produce something like this, they were very willing and very accommodating to to go that extra mile to be able to get that shot, to go that
Mhm.
extra mile to make sure everything is perfect. And what was nice about the way I work, kasi I don't want to necessarily dictate everything. So what I wanted was, especially with Elise, to give her ideas also, especially in the scene, because I wanted her to give her that liberty of making her more free to decide what what is the end goal of her character within the scene, diba? Because again, she brings so much to the table, and um, all her ideas, probably better than mine, diba? So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, from simple character decisions, last minute decisions, like on the script it says the character goes to the left, but that day you don't feel like going to the left, so I'll just go to the right. Mga simple blocking sequences like that. How many episodes is the show going to be?
6 episodes, right?
6 episodes.
Right, right. 6 episodes, and then we'll have one episode shown per week. So it's
Okay,
every
Yes.
one per week.
Friday,
yeah.
yes,
Uh,
8
all
p.m.
all 6 episodes have already been shot. Tapos na.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Is there a possibility of season two after
Um,
this?
actually, we're looking at the numbers as of this moment, the reactions of the people, and so far, I mean, this thing is trending off the charts. I mean, I think we're trending right now on Twitter, and I mean, it's something that is big, and I feel now once people get to see the final product, because we just viewed the first episode, the that was being finalized, the first few episodes, and we like it, our team loves it, and I can't wait for everybody else to see it on Iflix on November 6th.
We can't wait to see it as well. That's November 6th, right?
Yeah, November 6th, 8
Okay.
p.m.
All right. Where can fans find you on social media for those who are not aware yet or they may have forgotten?
Well, I'm on Instagram at Elisse Joson, and also sa Twitter, Facebook, they can still follow me on Facebook, though I rarely use it. But they could look me up on Facebook as well.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Same. Same as Elise. I'm in the social media stuff. So if you guys want to see someone post once a week, follow me. Yeah, I'm not. You don't have so much stuff to do. So
For
yeah.
both Twitter and Instagram. Great, great. So once again, that's Beauty and the Boss on Iflix, November 6th, 8 p.m. 6 episodes, 1 episode per week. All right.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
if you have
Oh, and they
something
could also follow the Beauty and the Boss Instagram page or Facebook, diba? For
okay
Yeah.
updates.
for updates. All right. Perfect. All right. Thank you, Elise and Gino, for taking your time to join us today. Good luck on the show. And that's Beauty and the Boss on iFlix, streaming November 6th, 1 episode a week, 8 p.m. And till the next celebrity that walks in through our doors, virtual or otherwise, this has been Kaz for Celebrity Stopover here on All Hits, Mellow 94.7. Sounds good. Thank you, Gina. Thank you, Elise.
Thank
You all
you.
have a great day.
Yeah.
See you. Bye-bye.